Hey guys, Ultra Maximus here, and I'm back with a 3D Blu Ray review. Been a while since I've done one, and I picked this movie up last night at Walmart on the way back from the bar and sat down and watched it. Mainly because it was cheap. It was like $12. So I was like, okay, sure. And it's Bait 3D. Yeah, so it was a cheap movie. Sat down and watched it, and it's actually not too bad. We'll do the usual run. Let's take a look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the disc, all that kind of stuff. And I was initially sketchy on this movie, mainly because of this. It says DVD plus Blu-ray plus 3D combo pack. I'm like, okay. But the odd thing is, there is no Blu-ray 3D logo on the packaging. So I'm like, all right. But it says on the back it's 3D, so I'm like, okay, $12. I'll check it out. Looking at it, we got a nice little slipcover with this kind of cool looking logo up here in 3D. It's kind of raised in Bait in 3D, and it says "Clean up on aisle 7." The little shark and a grocery cart with a leg in it. Kind of fun, kind of interesting. The back side gives a synopsis of what the movie's about. We got two little sharks there, and again, this is the only reason I knew it was a 3D Blu-ray, because it said, hey, you need a Blu-ray 3D player, you need glasses, and a TV to get this to work. This is the first Blu-ray 3D movie that I've seen that did not have the Blu-ray 3D logo on it. It only has the Blu-ray logo, and it only has the DVD logo. So that was very, very strange to me. Inside is it's and this is the other thing that's kind of strange. It's a DVD case. It's not a Blu-ray case, which I thought was very, very strange. Again, the first time I've seen that. Same front cover on the jacket, and of course the same on the back. Inside this case, we have nothing on the inside. We have the Blu-ray 3D / Blu-ray film. You can watch it in 2D or 3D. Again, there is nothing on this disc to indicate it is a Blu-ray 3D film. And then we've got the DVD copy, which is pretty standard, silver with some black paint apps on it. Yeah, so very, very strange. It's very different as far as Blu-ray 3D films go that I've seen released since the inception of Blu-ray 3D. So what is this movie about? Well, first of all, this is an Australian film. I didn't realize that until I started watching it, and I'm like, British, maybe? And then, the cars, they're on the flip side of the cars, and then after I start listening to them talk, like, okay, they're Australian. And I don't think they really tell you it takes place in Australia. Yeah, it doesn't tell you it takes place in Australia, which is, that's not bad that it's in Australia. But what this film is about, I thought it was going to be a flat-out shark movie, and it's not. There are sharks in it. There are 2 sharks in it. This is about, there's a group of people at a grocery store. You've got a couple different plots going on here. There's a couple that's out in the parking garage, and you've got a group of people in the grocery store going about their business, employees, and then you've got a robbery that takes place, which is, oh, where is he at? I can never remember this guy's name. Hang on, I'm sorry. Julian McMahon. The guy from, man, there he is right there. He's from Nip Tuck, and I know him best as Doctor Doom from the Fantastic Four films. And, he and a couple other people are robbing this grocery store. And it's also very strange because the grocery store is underground. Very, very odd to me. It's just a very weird location. If you're in Australia, do you guys really have grocery stores underground? I've never seen that. Leave a comment, leave a message. I found that very, very interesting. I don't know if that's commonplace there or if it was just plot convenient. Because what happens, a tsunami hits and retracts out, and the grocery store is destroyed. Everybody's on the top of the shelves. They're trapped. The car garage is the same way, or carport, I think they call it. They're trapped in there, and then there are sharks. Great white sharks have been brought in via the tsunami, and there's one in the grocery store, and then there's one in the parking garage. And then it kind of diverges into two films. The people trapped in the parking garage, people trapped in the grocery store. So, and it's the problem with the film is it's a bit convoluted because you got basically two different movies going on. And the plot with the character development and these robbers and these people about their lives and love lives and all this kind of stuff. So the plot itself is a bit convoluted. It's not bad, but it is convoluted. So, is it a good movie? It's not too bad. Some of the graphics are a bit sketchy, especially with the tsunami. Other than that, everything else looked pretty decent. Yeah, is this, is this something that you want to buy? Yeah, it's not too bad. It's cheap, that's for sure. The 3D in it. There are a lot of scenes in it that look really, really well done. It's obviously a post-production transfer into 3D. They did not use 3D cameras at all with this thing. Some scenes look really good, and then some scenes not so good. So it's it's okay, but it's not fantastic. I do not know if this got a theatrical release in Australia. If you're from Australia, let me know. Did this come out at the theaters there? I tried to look it up, and all I saw was a release date for September this year on this film, and then it came out on Blu Ray 3D in October here in the United States. So, Bait 3D. Is this movie worth buying? Yeah, it's not bad. It's $12. If you like, horror movies, I don't know if I'd call this a horror movie, more of a suspense movie than a horror movie. A disaster movie, I guess, would be a better term. If you like those kind of films, yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's $12. So if you're looking for a cheap 3D movie, it's definitely, it hits the bill. I just find it very strange that it's in a DVD case. I find it very strange that it is Blu Ray 3D, but it does not have the 3D logo anywhere on it. And the only way that you can tell is by looking on the back of the box where it says, hey, you need this, this, and this to watch it. So, as far as the film, it's not bad. It's watchable. It's cheap. Is this a must-have in your 3D collection? No, I wouldn't say. It's a must for it. It is rated R for violence, blood, grisly images, and language. There's no nudity in the film. And there's some graphic situations, and there are some graphic scenes in the film, but it's nothing. It's nothing that kids haven't seen. This is not something that oh my gosh, kids cannot watch this. This is perfectly watchable by a teenager. There's nothing wrong with it as far as that's concerned. So, it's an all-round okay film. There you go. So, Bait 3D. Check it out if you're looking for some low-budget 3D. Thanks for watching, guys, and look for more videos in the future.